Good morning. It's great to be here. Hi, Christine. Yeah, good to know. Slippers are going in the bin today, people. I've had my 15-year-old Birkenstocks on for, seriously, 15 years too long, let's face it. Hey, Lenny, 2 teens in tow. All right, teens. Okay, now let's see if you can do at least 15 minutes. That's your challenge. I'm going to get moving. We've got about 1 more minute. If you like a lie down, take a quick lie down. Otherwise, start to get yourself into a comfortable seat, lengthening up through the spine and sitting down comfortably, even through both your skin bones. And we're pretty much ready to kick off. So let's get rolling. So we're shaking it off today. It's time to kind of clap out the corners and, well done if you're continuing doing the live stream yoga. It's often we start really strong and then we kind of just sag in the middle. So if you're managing to show up, good for you. I hope it's making a difference and keeping you grounded. So let's begin. Find some length through your spine, sitting up nice and tall. We'll start with our prana square, the breathing that we did for all of the practices last week. So as you sit there and allow your spine to lengthen a little through the crown of your head, your chin is parallel to the floor. Take a breath in through the nose. Fill up your lungs and a long, lovely breath out. Inhaling again. And breathing out. One more breath to help us arrive together. Inhaling. Long breath out. Lovely. So you can keep your hands in your lap, your hands one over the top, right hand over the left, thumbs touching, or you can bring your hands to your heart. So we're inhaling up one side of the square, holding the breath across the top of the square, exhaling down the side, holding across the bottom. We're holding for about 4 breaths. Inhaling. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Take a breath in. And hold. And exhale. And hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold the breath out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out long. And hold the breath out. One more round in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold the breath out. And as you feel yourself start to arrive, take a moment to set an intention for your practice this morning. It might be to change your shoes, put on a new outfit, go outside, look up, something simple. Okay, welcome. Let's begin. So let's come into a position lying on your back. I'll just close that a bit, that's a bit bright. It's a bit better, isn't it? Lying down onto your back, you're bringing your hands around your ribs, arms crossed, feet can be on the floor. Inhale, and as you exhale, look up. Breathing out through the nose. Inhale, come back down. And as you exhale, raise the head and shoulders. We're engaging the core. Press into the feet as if you're pushing your feet away from you, but they're staying still. Inhale, come down. Exhale, up. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. And inhale back. We're going to do about 8 more of these. If you'd like to work stronger, you can take the legs up. The higher the legs are, the easier it is. So lower is harder. So inhale, exhale. Inhale back. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. Being mindful of the lower back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale and hold. Keep breathing. If it's too strong on the neck, lower down. Otherwise, bend the knees a little or put the feet back on the floor. I'm going to hold for another few more seconds. We're working really strongly in the core today. So please, if you have any back injuries or sensitivity in the back, make sure that you take the easier options. And just a little note, if you're pregnant, this practice is not for you. It's too strong in the belly if you're in the first trimester, okay? So we don't want to do any strong abdominal movements. Inhale and exhale, lower. Just feel that warmth coming in and around your navel as we start to move right into strengthening our core today. So bring your feet onto the floor, raise your hips up and lower your hips down. Bring your knees into your chest and let's do a little rock and roll, massaging over the spine and come all the way up and over onto your hands and your knees. So we're coming into cat-cow, inhaling up, exhaling back, inhaling up, exhaling back. Draw the buttocks back to the heels. Arch back up into cat. Inhale into cow. Swing back down onto your bottom. Roll back down again. Draw the knees into the chest. Quite a bit of movement today. Raising and lowering. Squeeze and release. Bring the hands back around the chest. Straighten the legs out again. Inhale, exhale, and hold here. Just holding for about maybe 20 or 30 seconds. Put your feet on the ground if that feels better. Raise your head if you want to work a little bit stronger. Feeling everything starting to really wake up. 10 more seconds. That'll do. Hands down, raise the hips up, interlace the hands underneath you or keep the palms flat. Roll the shoulders under, press into the feet. Lift the hips a little bit higher. Make sure you're not crunching into the chest too much with the chin. So a little bit of space between the chin and the chest. Squeeze the buttocks. Come all the way down. Let's roll up again. Back over onto the hands and the knees and arching forward. Inhale and exhale, just stretching back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Inhaling forward and take that right knee back. Now same leg, bring the right knee in and hold. Squeezing the right knee into the forehead. Hold, big squeeze, arching the spine up to the ceiling, tucking the chin in, opening through the shoulder blades or the middle back there, upper middle back. Very nice. Holding for about 8 breaths. Squeezing in the belly. And then let's raise the leg up and hold. Spread the toes and push out through the knee.
Inhale, exhale, lift the chest. And inhale, squeeze. Exhale, lift up, look up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Lift the leg really high, lift the chin, press the palms into the floor. And then bring that foot forward. You can keep your knee on the ground and arch from here. Keeping the head down, drop the hips as far forward as you can. If you'd like to work a little stronger, press into the root of the toes, raise the back knee, stretch the feet apart, stretch the feet long and apart. Keep pressing into the feet, push the floor away from you and tuck the chin in. Keep drawing the feet apart, engage the belly. Very nice. Hold, squeeze. And raise the right arm up. You can drop the back knee down if you prefer. Draw the shoulders into the socket. This time energetically squeeze the feet together and feel that engage right in your center. You can lift into the pelvic floor. Keep squeezing the feet energetically together and feel that activity, that connection into your center. Keep squeezing the feet toward one another. Hold and reach. Heart open as you squeeze the feet together. Press into the bottom hand. Reach up through the top hand. Squeeze the feet together. Very nice. And come all the way down. Rest the back knee down if you need to. We're coming up into a standing lunge. Inhale the arms up. And then we're exhaling, squeezing elbows together. Inhaling up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhaling up. Exhale, squeeze. Very nice. Bring the arms all the way up. So we're going to do a little sort of standing lunge and bringing the back leg forward. So I'll do a demonstration. You might want to take 2 steps. It's a little bit tricky to get your balance to start with. So we're inhaling and we're exhaling, bringing the foot forward. Inhaling back and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All the way back down. Hands to the floor. You can pop the knee to the floor if you wish to step back to dog or come straight back into your dog pose. Oh, nice deep breath out. Little shimmy of the hips from side to side. Stretch the sides. Oh, yummy. Drop the knees down. Do a little cat here. Little cow. And bring your left foot forward. So we're doing the other side. So we're arching up. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, bring your foot back and stretch. Inhale forward. Exhale, stretching the hamstring. Inhale forward. Exhale, hips back, chest forward. And one more. Very good. And now we're bringing that left knee back and squeeze the left knee into the chest, dropping the head and hold. Press the floor away. Tuck the chin in. Lift the middle of the spine up. Squeeze the belly. Squeeze in the knee. Relax through the chin. Notice if you're gripping in the jaw there. Release a little. Lift up through the shoulder blades. Squeeze the knee higher. And then take the leg back behind. Lift. Open the chest. Press into the heel of the hand. Inhale. Exhale. Raise the legs. Spread the toes. Inhale. Squeeze. Exhale. Lift. Inhale. Squeeze. Exhale. Lift high. Inhale. Exhale. And press the foot forward between the hands. Drop the head. You can keep the back knee on the floor Or you can raise the back of the knee towards the sky. Stretch the feet apart. Press into the ball of your foot if you've got your back knee raised. And tuck the chin in, open up through the shoulders, stretch and lengthen the neck. Squeeze the back knee. Press the feet apart, squeeze into the pelvic floor here. Lengthen toward the front and the back of the room. And then we're opening to the side. So some of you will keep the knee on the floor. Some of you will open. And imagine here you're energetically drawing the feet together and the heart open. Press to the sky. Press and elevate away from the floor. Squeeze your feet energetically together and open the chest. Keep reaching. One more breath. Very nice. And then we're coming up into our standing lunge. So up we come, stabilizing, reaching up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach up high, strong back leg. Exhale, squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, squeeze. One more. Inhaling up. And exhale, squeeze. And reach up high. We're coming into our little leg kick or leg squeeze forward. So you might like to take 2 steps. And we're inhaling. Bringing the elbows by the side, bringing the knee up and forward. Exhale, 1 and 2. Squeeze the belly. 3, 4, 5. And all the way back. Come all the way down and back onto all fours, buttocks back to the heels. If you want to rest here, this is a great place to finish. If you've had enough, you can have a little rest and get on with your day or continue on for another 10 minutes. So if you're resting, stay resting. Otherwise, come on up into your dog pose. Little hip sway again. Press down through the heels. Press the hands into the floor and lift and lengthen the whole spine. Lift and lengthen the knees up. Lift and lengthen the heels high. Step the left foot forward. Turn the toes in, heels out. And let's fold forward. So here, you might like to keep your knees bent. You might be a little bit more comfortable in folding forward and taking your hands on your ankles. Elbows wide. Wherever you are, lean the weight forward into the balls of your feet. Lift the seat back behind you. Tuck the chin and let the back be long. Bent knees is fine. Just see if you can unlock the knees a little bit though. So if you're really leaning back into the heels, you want to bend the knees slightly, draw up into the thighs more. And lean forward into the balls of the feet. Yeah. Very nice. Lovely. And let's step forward into our dog pose, coming into little vinyasa. So we'll start in our dog pose, knees bent. Press into the hands and create a line from the crown right up to your tailbone. So lift and lengthen and extend the spine. Very nice. And then shake your foot as if you're kicking off those ugly shoes. Time to shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Very nice. Little bounce. Let's come forward into our plank pose. Knees down if you prefer. Some of you like knees on the ground. A little kinder. And then we're lowering down. Knees down, squeezing the elbows. Chest down, slide the chest forward, coming up into cobra, and then we're staying on our belly, coming into locust pose. So Hands beside the body. And then bring them down beside you, palms on the floor. Forehead on the floor. We're starting by inhaling. And as you exhale, raise the chest and reach back. Thumbs pointing to the sky, reaching back towards your heels. And lower. Inhale. Exhale, raise. Reaching back. And come back down. And inhale. Exhale, reach and hold. Inhale. Exhale, press your pubic bone into the floor and then raise your legs and lengthen your toes back behind you. Keep gently pressing the pubic bone into the floor and feel that release any compression in and around the sacrum. Strong knees. Reach back and then see if you can imagine a lightness of being. So reach forward through the chest. Hold. Come down when you need to. Feel the lungs filling up with vitality, with hope, with optimism. Come down, have a little rest, head on the side. Feel your heart beating. If you need to stay here and rest. You might like to turn your head to the other side. Otherwise, we're coming up twice more. So inhale, reaching up and back. Reach, reach, reach. Toes wide. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Reach, strong legs. We're staying for 8 breaths. Four more in. 4 more out. Come down, have a little rest. Turn your head to the other side. Feel that beautiful release of things sort of moving up and away when you're in your rest, shedding. Let's come up one more time, or stay resting if you prefer. No sweat there. Okay, ready? Here we go. Let's come up piece by piece. So inhale. Exhale, reach the upper body up and back. Inhale, gently press the pubic bone into the floor. Turn your thumbs to the sky. Exhale, raise up. Reach up. That's 2 breaths. Stretch and spread the toes. Lengthen and activate the knees. That's 4 breaths. We'll do 10 this time. Rest if you need to. Lift higher. And come down and rest. Feel everything expanding. Feel your heart pounding. Gently shimmy the hips from side to side. Slide your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Lift up. Come back onto your hands and your knees. And flip over. Coming up into tabletop. So some of you will come a little distance. Some of you might prefer to put your hands like this if you have a little tenderness in the wrists. Jan, this one's for you. Otherwise, you might like to stay here and just squeeze into the perineum and squeeze gently into the buttocks. Otherwise, we're breathing in and we're coming up and we're 8 to 10 breaths and you're pushing into the feet. Some of you are going to feel strong enough to lift the navel a little higher and take the head back. If it's too strong taking the head back, then keep it up. Imagine that you're lengthening out through your thigh. So there's a line from either side of your navel through the top of the thighs, through your knees. Keep lifting. Bit of a challenge this morning. Nearly there. Very good. Come all the way down and stay seated, sitting up nice and tall. And just feel the effects of that dropping down through your shoulders, through your arms. Very nice. And take your legs out in front and take them wide. And lifting the buttocks back a little bit. Send out through the heels. And let's walk forward. Gently imagine you're broadening your sitting bones to reach out towards your heels. And squeeze your belly up towards your sternum and your sternum up and out. So staying open and available and connected. Heavy through the thighs. Keep active through the legs. Bring your feet together in star pose. So a little bit of an extension from Baddha Konasana, butterfly, which is in close. Taking the heels out a little further and fold forward. You can stay up as high as you need to, so you can rest your forehead on your hands. And take 5 breaths here. If you'd like to, you can lie back here. You can set yourself up and you can do this after we finish. You can use a pillow and a book, or if you've got blocks, you can use blocks, but a pillow and a book or a bolster. And you're lying with your head supported and the block on your shoulder blades. So you're really giving yourself an openness through the upper body. So you might want to lie a pillow lengthways. And you can lie open in goddess pose like this. And it's a really beautiful pose to open up your chest and your lungs. And the more we open up our lungs, the more positive we feel, the more optimistic we can be. A sense of renewal and a sense of hope. So if you like, you can stay here for 3 minutes or 1 minute or whatever works. If you'd like to join me to sit and come up, roll over to your right side, coming up to a seated position. Just going to join you back here. Bring my little microphone with me. So that practice was from Janet Stone, who is a very well-known yoga teacher in San Francisco, and I'd like to thank her for her sequence. It's really important to remember that there are so many amazing master yogis out there sharing their practices with all of us, where all the benefits of those, receive the benefits of those teachings. I wanted to read you something from a book that is from one of my favourite teachers, is Elena Brower. It's called The Art of Attention. She's beautiful. She's based in New York and an excellent teacher. She has a quote in her beautiful book, The Art of Attention, and the quote is from Guru Dev Singh. It's not necessary to keep one's mind completely free of thoughts and conditions in order to heal. What is necessary is to slow down the internal dialogue. This will be enough to produce a space in which we can remain alert. I hope you have a really alert, positive, bright, smiley day. Thanks for joining me this morning. The next class will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Namaste.